Hi friends, welcome to English Study Point. Today in this video lecture I am going to cover rest of the other major works by Ralph Waldo Emerson. So here I am beginning this video lecture by discussing his another poem titled as The Rhodora semicolon on being asked whence is the flower. This is a 16 line poem written in the year 1834. In this poem the speaker comes near to the rhodora plant in the woods. The poem describes the beauty and significance of rhodora flower. So, in this poem, he actually tries to showcase that this simple flower, which is called as rhodora, this flower exists for no other reason than to be beautiful. And this poetry starts with the lines: In May, when the world is all in bloom, does the rhodora bloom. So, here in this poem, he highlights the unique and overlooked nature of the flower called rhodora. He describes the rhodora as a shrinking violet that hides its beauty from the world. He emphasizes the value of appreciating the beauty of small and insignificant things in nature that are present in nature. The speaker compares the rhodora to a beautiful rose of which the rhodora is a true rival. So the poet here contrasts the rhodora's modesty with the grandeur of other flowering plants like the rose and the laurel. The speaker is aware of unknown power that brought him to the flower and that which allows the flower to live. So, in this poetry, he suggests that all aspects of nature have their own unique roles and significance, and we should appreciate them all equally. The poem concludes with a call to action, urging readers to seek out beauty in unexpected places, just as the rhodora hides in the bushes. Next poem is titled as Hamritya. This poem explores themes of nature and transitory nature. Transitory means momentary nature, जो कि कुछ पल के लिए हो. Nature of human existence. The poem is based on passage from Vishnu Puran. Hamritya is an adaptation of Maitreya, one of the characters in the Hindu text. In the original passage, Maitreya is engaged in a dialogue with the deity Vishnu. So these are just important points related to this particular poem, which is titled as Hamritya. Poem begins with a description of a piece of land called Hamritya, which is said to be owned by the speaker. So the poem begins with the narrator speaking about various men. Some of these include first settlers of Concord, and he actually wants to highlight that these people keep pride on possessing materialistic things, that they have their own property, orchards, dogs, and families, and their resounding belief in their ownership, that they are the real, actual owners of these things. So, men who claim ownership of having materialistic wealth keep pride in themselves. One day, they too have to die and have to go away from this world. So, humans who own and possess land, they are just temporary tenants and are eventually replaced by the next generation. Their pride on in keeping or on having these materialistic wealth seems vain and meaningless in comparison to the reality of the earth. So the poem here highlights the fleeting nature of human life and ultimately insignificant impact humans have on the land. There is a section in this poem titled as Earth Song is spoken in the voice of the earth, which further exposes the futile vanity of possession. Here, these lines suggest that nature is the true and eternal owner of the land, and that humans are merely transient occupants who are eventually returned to the earth after their death. The poem ends with the narrator reflecting on how he was sobered by the earth song and gave up his bravery and avarice. So the poem ends with a note that final reflection on the impermanence of human existence and the temporality of all earthly possession. So whatever earthly possessions we claim as our own, they are only temporary for us, because when we realize the reality, we come to know that nature is the actual or eternal owner of the land. Next poem is titled as The Snowstorm. The poem describes a wintry snowstorm. So, in this poem, he wants to tell to the readers that snowstorm is portrayed as a powerful and majestic force of nature. The poet observes the snow falling from the comfort of his house. So, whenever at this time, when there is a time of snowstorm, people stay in their cozy homes and they observe snow falling from the comfort of their house. The snow falls heavily, covering everything in its path. The wind blows fiercely, adding to the intensity of the storm. The storm brings beauty and destruction. So these three lines suggest that poet celebrates the power of nature and creation. Then, outside the homes in which people took shelter, the wind worked like a skilled and powerful craftsman. The poem emphasizes the contrast between the tranquil scene inside the house and the chaos outdoor. The poet in this poem, he tries to appreciate the storm's wild and uncontrollable nature. The storm serves as a metaphor for life's challenges and unexpected events that humans may encounter in their life. The poem ends with a sense of gratitude for the storm's ability to remind us of our own strength and resilience. Another poem is titled as The World Soul. So it was first published in the year 1847 as part of Emerson's collection of poems entitled Poems. World soul is a philosophical term dating back to Plato. It draws inspiration from ancient philosophical and mystical traditions. Emerson presents the world soul as a divine and universal force that interconnects all aspects of existence. So the poem emphasizes the power and presence of the world soul, which is also associated or attributed as supreme soul. So this world soul or supreme soul in everything is present in everything from nature to human beings. World soul holds inherent wisdom and knowledge which individuals can access through their intuition by looking into their own insights and having spiritual awareness. Only then can he be able to gain wisdom and true knowledge. Emerson encourages readers to recognize their own connection with the world soul and embrace their oneness with the universe. So, he highlights in this poem the importance of recognizing the divine essence within oneself and living in harmony with the greater whole. So, the world soul explores themes. This poetry, the world soul, explores themes of unity, interconnectedness, and the divine, which is present in all aspects of existence. And this poetry ultimately invites readers to find solace and wisdom in their connection with the larger cosmos. Another poetry is titled as Each and All, published in the year 1847 and a part of collection of poems titled as Poems. This poem explores the interconnectedness of individual self with the universe, and he in this poetry suggests that everything in the world, from the smallest particle to the vastness of the cosmos is connected in a harmonious whole, that means divine. And through vivid descriptions of nature, the poem showcases the variety, beauty, and unity found in every aspect of creation. So, Emerson emphasizes that each individual element is inseparable from each other and shares the same essence. And also he expresses a sense of awe and wonderness at the intricate design and purpose that permeates in this natural world, which includes different kinds of variety, beauty, and unity. This creates a sense of awe and wonder. The poem emphasizes that by observing nature, individuals can connect with a deeper truth and recognize their own inherent place within the grand tapestry of existence. So, here, when you are able to recognize importance as being part of this universe, it automatically encourages them to appreciate the interconnectedness within each and everything, and also they are able to recognize their own relationship with the natural world. So Emerson through this poem emphasizes the divinity within nature, that is present within nature, and the potential for human of for spiritual growth, and through direct engagement with the natural world. So when he is able to make himself engage or attach with this natural world, this will lead to his personal and spiritual growth. Then with this video lecture ends here. Hope this video lecture will help you in your UGC NET English literature exams. Thank you.